Hello there and welcome to episode 2 of my Total Extreme Wrestling AEW save, where tonight we've got AEW Impact. For the first time, Impact is branded with the AEW banner. And we kick off the show with Don Callis and the Elite arriving in their van. They are, right, the van which Kenny Omega's been using on Impact TV. They're arriving. They go in there and they say they're excited to see this new era of Impact. It's time for them to take it over. It gets a 61 rating. We then get Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler challenging Aaron Stevens and JR Klatos for the NWA Tag Belts at Hard to Kill, which is our January pay-per-view. It's quite a simple match. The NWA champions are backstage, and FTR come up to them and like, the legacy of those belts means much more to us than it does to you, and you guys are tarnishing them. We want those belts, and we are going to hold them with respect. Gets a 58 rating. Not too bad. Not too bad. This match is going to have a lot of the Impact stars on it, but it's also, or will have some AEW stars popping in and out. Eventually, we are going to lead to a full brand split between Impact and AEW, but we're going to have the War storyline first. And in a poor match for the first Impact match, we have Ace Austin versus Chris Bay, where Ace Austin picks up the win with the House of Cards. Gets 53 for Austin, a 40 for Bay. Gets 51 overall, not too bad if we look on the dirt sheets. The commentary team, we have got the AEW commentary team, because simply put, the Impact commentary team I absolutely hate. I hate Josh Matthews. He's 51 rating though. When I get Rich Swann is cutting a promo saying that tonight there's going to be a battle royal featuring 10 current and former Impact Wrestling stars. And at the end of this, and he will face the winner of that battle royale in the main event. Gauntlet for the Gold, I believe it's called, in Impact. He's cutting his promo around, and in the background you can just see Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan brawling as they always do. Sami Callihan made an immediate impact, cutting the promo of a lifetime. Sami Callihan, we need to get using promos more. Eventually, obviously, I am going to have a big feud between Sami Callihan and Moxley, but not yet. Gets a 63 rating. We then have a women's tag team tournament. We're doing it. AEW had one recently. We're doing one now, because simply put, there's more women's tag teams, and we have Knockouts tag team titles in Impact now. And our first round sees Abaddon and Su Yung, because who else was I going to team up together? It's perfect. Team up to take on Big Swole and MJ Jenkins. Abaddon pins MJ Jenkins for the win. Su Yung was by far the best performer in this match, which is what we expect. The Knockouts division was a lot better than is probably a lot better than the AEW's women's division. 40 rating. And here is the Battle Royale. And the 10 people in this match was from AEW, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, Lance Archer, or Lance Hoyt as he was in TNA, and Penta El Zero Miedo. Of course, I believe at least Daniels and Pentagon are former champions. Impact's put in Eddie Edwards, Eric Young, EC3, Rhino and Sami Callihan, and from NWA, Mr. Anderson. And again, another former TNA champion. And the final four was Eric Young, EC3, Penta El Zero Miedo, and Christopher Daniels. And it's Daniels who picks up the win. In just under 22 minutes. So it's a long match. Long battle royale. And Mr. Anderson's injured because with a Coles fracture of the wrist. We'll see what that does later. And Daniels and Swan will be main eventing tonight for the Impact World title. Gets 55 rating. If you hadn't noticed, we are actually in the Impact Zone. Second women's division match of the night sees Thunder Rosa defeat Never in 9 minutes 30 with a La Rosa. It's 35 rating. Thunder Rosa gets 38. Never a 25. They didn't seem to click, so that's a bit disappointing. Of course, Thunder Rosa is going to be facing Britt Baker tomorrow, so that's going to be fun to look forward to. And then the main event sees Rich Swann defeat Christopher Daniels in 22 minutes and 53 seconds when Christopher Daniels was disqualified after Kenny Omega attacked Rich Swann with the One-Winged Angel to make defense 5 of his Impact World title for Rich Swann. It was a DQ though. And it advances the Elite versus Team Impact storyline. It's 57. What do we get? 56. We are still struggling to burn. I think we are gonna drop down before we grow. We've had to create a tiny broadcaster just so we can actually put on a third show in the form of Impact, because no one's willing to take us on for a third show. So we do have our own AEW network now, but that is just for Impact. I'm not going to use it to exploit the game or to get big growths. That is just so that we can have Impact. It's a small American broadcaster. But, so we've got 56 overall. We need to work out what people are best at and play to that. I've been Ben Chapman. That was episode 2 of the AEW Impact NWA merger, WWE versus the World. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.